All right. Man, we are live. We are live. We are live.
We are live. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I know.
Evening, early evening, late afternoon, good day.
It's so crazy. Bring your mic closer.
They can hear me. I'm loud enough. I project.
If you guys knew exactly everything that we had to do in order to get this stream going at this like slightly earlier time, you would be amazed, because I'm honestly amazed right now.
What we did prior, leading up to this?
Yeah, all the stuff that had to get
Let's
done.
just say we're parents and we have multiple children.
Yep. Parents, multiple children, getting off of work, eating, dogs,
Homework,
yeah, everything pretty much done in
multiple
the last,
pets, multiple children.
Last what? Say hour? Yeah. So pretty good. Hello. But that's not what you're here for.
No, they don't care about our life.
No.
They just care about Handmaid's Tale, which I don't blame you.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. I wore a shirt today that kind of represents how I feel about life and kind of, I think, goes with the Handmaid's Tale too. It's probably, it isn't backwards. Good. Yeah, just have the day you deserve. So I feel like if June had this shirt, she'd be wearing it for sure.
Have the day you deserve.
I mean,
I love that shirt.
I feel like all the handmaids just need to like rock that someday. Just like, wear their little cloak and then take it off, and I'll just be wearing this shirt.
Yep, that's honestly one of my favorite shirts of yours.
Thank you. Mine too. Like, if you're a
crazy.
great person, I hope you have a great day. If you're a terrible person,
read the shirt. So yeah, we are planning on watching the Handmaid's Tale episode 2 of season 6. So we are not going to dilly-dally a long time in this one. We're going to do a quick recap of episode 1, and then we're going to get into episode 2 straight away, as they say in overseas.
Oh,
We'll get into that straight away.
Oh.
You like my accent?
Oh.
Oh, okay, man.
It wasn't bad. It just needs a little work, I think.
I got hat lines on my head, man. Like,
I probably am sweating my makeup off already. This is just real talk.
Yay.
Welcome to our channel.
Yay.
We don't have fluff. We're just us.
Yeah, this is what we
married
do.
couple talking about our kids and our pets and our life
handmaids.
And our handmaids.
Tale show.
Handmaid's Tale show. We don't have handmaids. I would never.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch over to share the screen because I have a video from Aria Explained, and we're going to watch that and talk and discuss the episode. Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds good to me.
No transition.
Here we go.
Here we go. And here we go.
What is with all your voices today?
I don't know, man. I think it's like, is it fatigue? That's probably fatigue.
It probably is when you start to get a little loony.
Yeah, and I woke up early today too for no reason. So
you did, and then that kind of woke me up because then I was like, "Why are you awake?" And then we were just both up. So thank you.
No problem. So we are going to recap the first episode of The Handmaid's Tale, and we will discuss our comments as we do this sort of quick, fast breakdown, deep dive into the episode. So yeah, let's get it popping.
First episode begins with June. After going on the run, she hopes to finally escape the shadow of Gilead. However, she just lost her husband, and her friends remain in Canada.
I was going to say lost her husband. He didn't die, but yeah, I forgot that she did leave him at the end of season 5.
While she boards a train to Alaska. However, she finds herself face to face with the woman who helped facilitate the movement behind Gilead, with Serena Joy staring at her. How she handles the next few days.
Yep, that's the face. That's the face. That's June looking at Serena wearing this shirt saying,
Yep. So what type of day do you think Serena deserves?
One that's very, very hot and bubbly and down in the core.
Very, very far south.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's kind of a stinky person.
She is.
Smells like beef.
Okay, is there a redemption arc for her during this season? Is she going to be able to redeem herself?
No. She's going to try to do good things to help others, and she probably will help them, but they're never going to forgive her. So, I mean, thanks for the help, but we still hate you.
Do you think she will meet her demise in this season?
Yeah.
Okay. One other question: do you think June will meet her demise in
No.
this season? If anything, I would guess the opposite. I would think that Serena is going to live and June is going to sacrifice herself um in order to save someone else or to do something else. I think that's what's going to happen with her because I feel like that's the completion of her arc. I don't know how, even if she was able to take down Gilead, I don't know if she would be able to um just be a regular person, just, uh a 9 to 5 job having mother of two like that. I mean, there's so much trauma, there's so much that has happened in her life, so I don't exactly know if she'll be able to handle that.
She probably won't work, or she'll probably like do some kind of thing like Moira does,
Yeah,
where
I
you're
can see
just
that.
like kind of
I
helping
can see
people
that.
through their trauma as you help yourself through your trauma.
Yeah, but I think that's my prediction. I don't think she's gonna make it. I
I
think she's
think
gonna
she's
sacrifice herself.
I think she's gonna make it, and I think Serena needs to go.
Okay, I can agree with the Serena part, but I just think that this show isn't gonna give us everything that we want.
In her future.
That
June
face,
and
though.
Serena ride on the train west together.
That face
June
too.
takes
Her
care of
expressions
both
are the
babies,
best.
Noah and Nicole, while Serena uses the restroom. But June returns shortly after. June admits that she was run over by Gilead the day before, but she does not want Serena's help. When she relents, June falls asleep and struggles to find Serena with Nicole. Even when she does, June remains distrustful of Serena. Regardless of trust, Serena fetches a doctor to care for June's wounds.
Which June was not happy about.
You thought the doctor was going to be against June. You
Yeah,
thought he
I
was
thought
going to
that
be
he
like
was going to
pro
be a
Gilead.
Gilead
And I was like,
sympathizer.
no, he's not. He saw June and is like, we're on the same team, girl. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, you turned out to be right on that one.
I am a lot of the time.
Oh, a lot of time. Yeah. A broken clock is correct
At least twice a day.
twice in a day.
Nick
Before you
gets
use
brought
your
back to his
phrase, you
home in
need to know what they
handcuffs,
are.
where Rose, his wife, watches him from the
Has
porch.
the most unflattering dress
She
I've ever
returns
seen.
inside, and the High Commander comes out to talk with Nick.
To talk.
He reminds the young commander that there is still time for him to reconcile with his daughter. He leaves to catch the other commanders on a golf course.
Is this AI talking?
June returns
I
from
don't know if
calling
it's
Moira
AI or
and
not.
reveals
I kinda
that
feel
Luke
like
has
it's
been
a
arrested
narrator.
and sent
Well,
to
then
jail.
she's kind of the
The
little
train will
girl.
not go to Vancouver because the Canadian authorities will be overrun with more refugees. Serena knows that she cannot make up for what came before, but she owes June for everything. Moira speaks with Mark Tuello
Darn
about
right.
Luke's arrest, but Mark has bad news. To normalize relations with Gilead, the Canadian government may need to stop helping what remains of the United States government. They'll need old Americans to step in to help disrupt Gilead, and Moira volunteers to help. June and Serena speak with other women about their experiences in Gilead. June tells the group about Hannah, making Serena listen to the story for the first time. Other women speak.
Yeah. What did you think about that part?
I thought she had known.
Yeah.
Or I guess she just never cared. She just knew that Hannah was in Gilead and was taken, but probably didn't know the story. But I would think after all that time together that she would have had some knowledge. And with her position, you would think that she would have had the details. Or
yeah.
Fred would have.
If she knew, I feel as though she would have had access to the information if she wanted it, but maybe that just shows the type of person that she is, that she wasn't going to have that type of relationship with June to go ask her something like that because she knew June wasn't going to be able to handle it. And then also Serena didn't take it upon herself to go and try to find out anything either. So it just yeah, Serena isn't a good person, man. Regardless of what anybody says, I don't think that she's a good person, and I don't think that she I don't necessarily believe her attitude and her sort of change of heart and wanting to
Well,
be.
it's because God is using her now to do all the wonderful things and to save people.
Yeah.
Just like he apparently had used her before to destroy everybody.
All this was his plan, right?
Speak about working at Jezebel's and the beatings they received from men. The doctor who treated June pulls her aside, ostensibly to check her sutures, but really to whisper her that Serena is a war criminal traveling under false papers.
He's so sweet. I guess he
I
didn't know
know.
the beef between them this whole time.
Well, I don't think that he knew who June was. I think he knows who Serena is for sure, but he didn't know exactly who June was.
Yeah, but he got all interested when they said her name. They said-
I don't know if that's necessarily correct. And that's our dog Brody.
Brody.
Can be annoying. Thanks, sir.
Brody.
Um,
Brody. Apologies. Like I said, we're a real channel, no fluff. You get what you get.
Now we got some fluff over there being loud.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know though if he knew who June was. I just feel that he doesn't exactly know who she was.
Maybe not.
But he knew for sure who Serena was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder how he. Yeah, I mean, I would. June's face probably wasn't as prominent as Serena was because Serena was like the first lady of Gilead for a long time.
Yeah, but if you're like against Gilead, you want to know like who's on your team, and I feel like everybody knows the name June.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know
maybe.
at this
And-
point.
Yeah, and the last name too. Yeah, it probably rung a bell, and then hearing that Serena was who she was, like sold it. So then he went on.
It was just the funniest little
quest.
conversation. He's like,
Yeah,
just so you know, your traveling companion is not who you think she is. She's not a good person. And June's like, huh,
Huh.
thanks.
What tipped you off?
Thanks. I wasn't aware.
And an official is on the way to come get her. Just promise me that we will keep her baby safe, June says back evenly, but the doctor doesn't answer. Instead, he asks Serena if he can look at Noah, and as he examines the boy, he calmly lets Mrs. Waterford know that he recognizes her from when she and
Yeah,
Fred visited the
Mrs.
Gilead
Waterford.
Fertility Center where he worked. He eventually hands the baby back to Serena, but not before outing her to the entire car. The women...
Do you think that he should have done that? Like he had to have known what was going to happen once he said those things, and was that okay, or do you think he should have just calmly and quietly told the police and just let things go the way that they were?
Probably should have just told the police, but maybe he thinks she
Deserves
needs
whatever happens.
needs a little beat down or something.
Yeah, I mean, and I get
You
that
get what's
too.
coming to you.
I get that too. And didn't he say that he had no, that was the
That
other,
was the police
later on,
officer.
later on.
Yeah.
Later on.
Women, understandably, get angry. June tries to de-escalate the situation by telling everyone that police are on their way to arrest Serena, which terrifies the new mom. If I am arrested in Canada, they will give Noah back to the Wheelers, and I will never see him again. June, please help me, she pleads. So June does step in, which Serena sees as her cue to start spouting off about how before Gilead, America was full of whores.
Yes. Now that is where, if you had any doubt on who Serena is and if she had changed, no, she hasn't changed. And even though everything that she's been through, everything that's happened to her, she still believes in Gilead and still believes what they did in Gilead is right. I guarantee that. Even though she's been cast out, she escaped from there, lost a finger, lost her husband, she still believes in Gilead and what Gilead stands for.
Which shows how deranged she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, Serena does not shut up, going on about how the refugees' missing children weren't taken, but saved. Things don't get any better when the police officer finally arrives.
Why would you even
examines
open your mouth
Serena's
and be saying
papers,
all this?
and
If
determines
you don't
that
want
they're legit,
anybody to bother
leaving
you,
her
you should
to
keep
the
your mouth
whim
shut.
of the increasingly violent assembly. June steps in once more and begs the man to arrest Serena, knowing that doing so will keep her and Noah safe. But he won't, because his wife was sent to the colonies and his son died, and he wants Serena to receive every single molecule of bad stuff coming her way.
Karma.
The doctor helps clear the children from the car, and then the vengeance-seeking...
Get out of here, kids. You don't want to see this.
Yep.
It's about to get bad.
Your mommies are about to do a little something that's not rated G, so.
Jacob Martin, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you for joining in tonight. Says that the train sequence was done really well, I thought. Yeah. It kind of kept me on edge. I wasn't expecting Serena to get outed. I thought June was going to get outed. And I guess that is the makers of the show sort of playing on our previous knowledge and our previous experiences with June always being the one on the run and June always being the one on edge. When in this situation, June was the one, they're both on edge and both on the run, of course, but June was not the one who was in like grave danger. It was Serena. So yeah, I thought it was good too, man. I really appreciate you for checking out the show. Thanks for dropping a comment. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're about to watch episode 3 or episode 2 in a second. So
Episode 2.
yes, episode 2, not 3.
Crowd descends upon Serena, who still got Noah strapped to her chest in a carrier. That doesn't get in the way of their shoving her around, and when June realizes that she can't stop what's about to happen, she begs Serena to hand her the infant. But the stubborn commander's widow won't, so June does the only thing she can think of. She pulls the emergency brake, and the train screeches to a halt. She manages to pull...
Which was one thing that I was wondering. Maybe somebody who else is watching the show. Did you guys think this too? Jacob, I'll ask you. Did you think that pulling a emergency brake on a train would get the entire train to stop like that? Like, I thought like maybe it would like put an alert up front to
I
the
thought
people.
it was like a bus where you pull the thing and it lets you
Right,
know that you want to get
right.
off at this stop.
Right. Yeah,
Or maybe that you need something, that there is an emergency, but I definitely
Like,
didn't know
actually
that like
stop it.
anybody riding on that train could just like pull this and
Yeah.
stop the entire train.
Right, because if that's the case, you would have people who would just do it for the heck of it and trying to be funny. I would
So
think.
would.
Yeah,
Probably our kids.
Oh my God, better not. But yeah, Jacob says, I understand Serena is clearly evil, but when they started showing her while shoving her while holding the baby,
Who was innocent.
yeah, it was too much. Yeah, the children should be left out of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's that mob mentality that the rest of the people on the train took
And
is understandable.
the child
too.
is a part of Serena, so
Right. And they look at it like, they lost their child or they may have lost their kid. So they are more than willing to do an eye for an eye, I guess, which is horrible, but I'm guessing that's how they felt. Jacob says, yeah, I would have pulled it around.
right?
Right. Definitely
somewhere
not.
else.
Yeah, definitely not like in the middle of nowhere like they were at. But yeah, I definitely would have.
Oh, you guys are going here.
Yeah.
Detour.
Yeah.
This place warmer.
We need to direct this train a little bit further south.
Yep.
pull Serena to the space between cars and barricade the door, but the angry mob immediately starts beating at the glass. The only chance Serena and her son have at survival is to jump from the train
Yeah, that
into
was
the dark
intense.
night, but she won't do it. So June makes the hard choice like she always has to. And when the throng breaks the glass as the train starts to chug back to life, she pushes her former mistress off the train.
I didn't catch that when we first watched it. I just thought that she eventually jumped off, but I didn't realize that June had to push her off.
Yeah, because Serena's like, and June's like, you gotta go. I'm helping. No, my thing is, I don't know how you safely land
with the
after
child.
flying off a train and holding a child. How do you safely land and how do you keep your child safe
Right.
when you are probably 99% sure not landing on your feet?
Right.
And, you might be tumbling and you have a baby. Like, I don't think I could keep a infant safe if
Right.
I'm
And
rolling down a hill.
The only thing that I would say is that the train was supposedly slowing down at that point, and I guess maybe you tuck and roll a little bit, you can protect the baby enough. But yeah,
like, where were they? Were they over water?
I don't know.
Were they over a field?
I think they were by a field. Yeah. I think they were by a field, I think. But yeah, that definitely was not safe, but I mean,
Cavern?
they were going to hurt the child anyway, so yeah, pick your poison. And June picked it for her.
The following day, the train arrives in Alaska, where a flag with 2 stars flies.
That 2-star flag was one of the saddest things I ever seen.
Alaska
I was
and
like,
Hawaii.
yeah, I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like that was sad.
June walks into town, where she finds a new refugee camp for herself and
2
baby
stars better
Nicole
than
to
no
stay.
stars.
True.
To her surprise, one of the nurses in the town is her mother, Holly.
That
The
was
2
cool.
reunite and hug.
Yeah, have we seen her mom
Yeah.
at any point during
First season.
during the first season?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I don't remember it.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's why I knew who it was like right away.
But yeah, I think it was a very good episode. I am excited to see what happens in this second episode. So we are going to watch that episode now. Thanks for checking out the recap of episode 1 of season 6 of Watch Stuff with Us. I'm JD.
I'm Katie.
We'll see you when we see you. Come back for our recap of the next episode. Peace. All right, I'm gonna switch that up again and go to this screen.
We are still here.
Yes, we are still here. We just record extra videos and stuff to upload later. But yeah, we are going to watch episode 2 of, I was gonna say The Last of Us because I just read that over there. But we're gonna watch episode 2 of The Handmaid's Tale season 6. Very excited about this one. Do you have any predictions before we get this? Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Come on, Jeremy. Yeah, like the first stream. Very first one, guys. Do you have any predictions for this episode?
Me?
Yes.
I think we're gonna definitely see a lot more of June and her mother. A lot of catching her mom up to speed on what's been going on all this time. I feel like her mom probably had heard about her through the grapevine to kind of know what her daughter's doing.
Mhm,
I mean, which is a cool thing because, you know, June was such a heroine.
Heroin. Mhm.
That's a weird word.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's such a boss that yeah, her mom would have heard about her all this time. So I think that's gonna go down. She's gonna get to meet her newest little grandchild, and I feel like we might be seeing a little bit more of Luke in this one to catch up to what he's doing currently, and I guess we'll find out probably what happened to Serena, where she landed, and what little journey she's on right now. She herself and her baby. So
that's eventually gonna get her sent back to Gilead. If we've looked at the,
I feel like she's gonna end up being in like the colonies or something.
Oh man,
with her baby.
That's rough. That's rough.
Without her baby, probably.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, if I had to make one prediction for this episode, it will be that at some point in this episode, we're going to get a check-in on Hannah and see how Hannah's doing and what she's up to at this point.
You think we'll get her in this episode?
I think we'll get just a little sneak peek of Hannah. Yeah, so that's my prediction.
I'm hopeful there's more Nick, just to see, you know, what he's doing, how he is helping, everything to go well. Yeah, just more Nick.
Okay, moving on. Before Katie keeps on gushing over Nick. Yeah, we're gonna get into the episode.
We need more Nick. Right, ladies? Need more Nick.
We're going to be watching the episode now. If you've watched the episode already, feel free to comment. We're going to start our timer. We cannot show the episode online, of course, because we will get kicked off.
We cannot play the sound for you either. Sorry, but you watch with us or
then
listen to us.
Yes, and then after the episode is over, we will be here to give a quick instant reaction to it, and feel free to talk to us the entire time if you would like.
Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on it too.
And yeah, if you want to go back and watch it with us, like I said, I got a timer on here. You can sync up your stream of the show with us, and then you can sort of like watch it with us. So, hence the name of the channel, Watch Stuff with Us. We're the us.
Sometimes it's a him, and sometimes it's an us, but
it's never a you. You need a show that you do by yourself.
I don't know.
You do. Pick one. Then you can do it by yourself.
I mean, there's been some good ones, but I already watched them, so I'll have to pick something else.
Yep, something new. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get this episode going. Let me get my timer going.
Anybody ever seen New Girl?
Turn this down.
Grace and Frankie, or Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Those are all epic.
Yeah,
I didn't watch all of Friends.
What about I
already saw
Creek.
I'm up to date on Grey's.
The Creek show. S Creek.
Oh yeah, Poops Creek.
Poops Creek.
Yeah, I was wearing that shirt earlier today. Yeah, no, that show is amazing.
Your apothecary shirt.
Yeah, I had that Rose Apothecary shirt on. Zippity beep boops.
All right, yeah, we've blabbled on enough, so yeah, we're gonna get the episode going now, and we will comment on it as we watch, and then if you would like to comment, you can as well. Gonna start the timer now.
Viewer discretion is still advised. I don't know why they show it twice now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like
If there's a recap, we're gonna fast forward through the recap as well. Yep.
Previously.
It won't let me skip.
Oh.
I'm fast forwarding through the recap though. Okay, here we go.
1 minute 37 seconds.
Yep.
Did your timer skip forward too?
No.
Oh. How's that supposed to work?
Just don't worry about it.
Oh, I hear Noah. He made it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Serena didn't. Maybe little baby Noah's just crawling around. Help me! Adopted by like the gorilla in the jungle, and it's all good.
Oh, then we get into the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was going for. Oh no, she's still alive. Oh man, she's got to go through a hardship for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm. So this is like the first time that she's been just out of sorts.
Alone.
Yeah.
Having
In a long time, I would assume.
injured, having to go through something. Yeah, nobody to help her.
Right.
I don't think she's ever been alone. Baby doesn't count. Baby can't help.
Well, I mean, she seemed to be a pretty strong feminist before she got everything going with Gilead. So
yeah, but she still had people
around.
around her.
Yeah.
Friends, coworkers, her husband. She has nobody to turn to right now. Sucks to suck, Serena.
Got no sympathy.
Oh, God is with
No
us
sympathy.
always.
No
Aw.
sympathy for Serena.
I forgot. She's got God with her, though.
Boba.
Yeah, you can have one boba.
Aboba.
Oh, boba.
Aboba.
I don't know if the straw's gonna work. Okay, that's a little noisy. We're not doing ASMR on our channel, please. No, thank you. Oh, yay, a church. Of course there's a church right there for Serena.
It'd be awesome if she went into the church and there was a bunch of bad people there, though. Yes, I am here. Help me.
Or it's like a sanctuary for people who've ran from Gilead.
Still good people out there, huh?
They don't know who she is.
She sleep in a car? Is that
Guess so.
such a little baby? Mhm.
This is advanced. too early.
Hmm. Hmm. And I know
She
she's
paused
hesitant.
too much too,
Yeah,
so they're like, we know that's not.
I
really
know
your name,
she's
but-"
hesitant, but would you have told them like what your real name was?
No, see how well that went on the train. Not after that. If you want help, you be whoever you want to be. I'm
Whoever
George.
you need to be.
I'm George. Okay.
Serena George.
You paused it, by the way.
These early streams are interesting, aren't they?
Apparently, people are still awake.
And doing all sorts of stuff.
Bro got a huge boot to
What?
his knee.
Oh, I can't see. I can't see. It's nice to see her back with her mom.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole's so cute.
She is.
See, it's still wrong.
Y'all think a fist fight between June and Serena is incoming? I don't know if we'll ever get that. I don't know if we'll ever actually get that.
Man, I feel like that should have happened like 2 seasons ago.
I think there's a good, at least a slap at some point.
Oh,
She's
well,
gonna slap the
Serena,
taste out of her
Serena
mouth.
already did a bunch of slaps on June, remember?
Well, I'm saying like June finally like slapping the taste out of Serena's mouth.
I don't know. We'll see.
Jacob said just duke it out already.
Right? But they're women. We handle things differently. We use our words and our expressions and our smiting of others.
Smite. That's sweet. Have you guys seen Mad Men? Any thoughts or opinions? I have seen a few episodes of Mad Men.
I saw a few like in the beginning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, definitely a great show though.
just dawned on her that it's just her. Hannah. Mm.
I get where June's coming from, man. It'd be so hard. You can't just let go, you know?
I know it sucks with Hannah, but I still feel like they need to just let Hannah go because at this point it's going to be too traumatic to try to bring her back and explain that you're her parents and she doesn't know you anymore. She's going to lose her mind. You know, she's just going to want to run away, and it's too hard on the child that's been gone for so long from their family.
Yeah, but I don't know how you just say, I'm going to let you go.
You just
I
have
mean,
to.
unless if you know and feel that she's safe, that's one thing. But like,
Yeah.
I don't think that they have that. I don't think that they feel like she's safe, you know?
Well, no, they're trying to marry her off already, and
Right.
she's like a little teenager. Yep, see, I knew they'd come back with Luke.
So how they get him out?
Probably not too hard to pull strings. Mark helped.
Why was he looking at her like that?
He was just nervous.
How?
Mark still has the power.
I mean, but still, how did he get him out? Like,
I think we'd have to like just refresh it.
He stays snapping on her too.
I love Lawrence. I know he's done a lot of bad things.
No, he's a horrible person too.
But he's funny. He brings like the comedic relief to this show that nobody else is funny in this whole show except him. You're like, why is Alec? Just,
I'm a commander.
see, just saying whatever all the time. It's of Joseph to you.
Of Joseph.
Under my eye. I hate that other commander guy.
Yeah.
He's icky. Just like his daughter. They don't know what happened?
Right. Lady business. What? Come and get your child.
Good luck. Now it's gonna be a manhunt to find Serena.
A woman hunt.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mm.
She's gonna end up there.
Hey. Everything in this show has conditioned me to feel like something bad is gonna happen to everybody good.
If they harm her mother, I'm.
I don't know
Leave
how.
Mama alone.
Like, is that? Are they safe there?
I think so. For now.
Right. For how long?
Right. Please don't say you're gonna go find them.
Dang, one call a week. Ugh. Can he call her?
Probably not, because it'd ring the payphone that's outside.
Yeah. That's the consistent part of this show is that they've been separate.
Yeah.
Like constantly separate.
I feel like that's why it works. And then when they're together, it's not
Yeah,
so
when they
good.
were together was not the best. It was not the best.
They were apart for so long that
Mm-hmm.
they don't really do together.
People probably think it's so weird.
It's fine. Just how we are. Why are they acting like this still? Like, both know that Nick's like not on Gilead's side, so.
Well, I mean, they still need to meet secretly, though. You know. Mhm.
I just want to say the actor that plays Nick is amazing in the fact that his English, like just American voice, is so perfect
Mhm.
because I didn't even know until like after season 1 when we watched like some little interviews and I was like, what? He's not even American.
Mhm. Mhm. Then you liked them even more.
I mean, accents are good.
I mean.
Your accents tonight, though, have been a little rough, but you can work on it.
I'm looking at you through this screen.
And I saw that.
So this is 2 months later now.
She is so cute.
Mhm. Mm-mm. Every time June looks happy and even somewhat at peace, bad stuff just
Happiness
starts happening.
is short for her.
Yeah, I mean. Serena out here planting tomatoes. So her people that she's with still haven't figured it out yet.
Guess not, but you'd think that her photo would have been everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they just don't have
I think
media.
they know.
Mm.
They're gonna find out that Serena's there and come get her.
Oh, throwback. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not throwback?
Yeah, it's still a throwback. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Bad choice, Serena.
I'm sorry if you guys are hearing all this smacking and stuff. Our dogs are apparently taking turns, one over here and one way across the room, taking turns like.
I don't think anybody can hear that.
Well, I unfortunately can. Nothing's worse than them just randomly and tiptoeing. I forgot she is pregnant. Or poor Nick, he got 2 children already.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen with this new baby? Is she gonna take it away from him?
Yeah, I think at some point they're gonna find out what Nick is doing.
I don't really think he's gonna want that kid.
I
I mean, I'm just saying. He already has one with somebody he actually liked, and now he's gonna have one with somebody that he got forced into marrying, so I don't know. He's not exactly father of the year yet, but I just feel like
I feel like they know something is up too with him.
his wife seems to.
Mm-hmm.
Her father, though, needs to back off. Jeez. Care about mama's boys, but daddy's girls, yikes.
What is that? Oh, was that the stuff that the what's his name had gave him?
Maybe.
Mark had gave him and told him to call him whenever he knew something was going on or something was happening. What do you think about that? Well, save it. Save your thoughts. Save your thoughts. Mac and cheese. Come on, lady. Rachel. She knows. Mm-hmm.
I like the power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's nice she extends her like a little olive branch, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Biblically speaking.
Seeing her backstory and her sick dad does not really make me get empathy for her though.
Now, maybe if they'd shown this like season 1 or 2, but had a lot of time to despise her. How would they find her, though?
They got people everywhere. If she could figure it out, I'm sure other people figured it out. They can tell people.
Those some shiny shoes. Mm. Telling you, he's the only funny one in this whole show.
Oh.
Come in peace.
You know who he reminds me of a lot is just his mannerisms, the way he carries himself, and the way he is kind of like cocky and stuff is Robert Downey Jr.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kinder, gentler.
New Bethlehem is still a part of Gilead, and it stinks.
Mm-hmm. Can read and write.
It's crazy what women are capable of.
Serena is just waiting for somebody to push her over the edge to go back.
Mm-hmm. Beg her to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you call somebody else? There you go. Exactly. You really don't know what I've done. Why didn't she just say it's Nicole's dad?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she don't know.
There you go. Told you. Nope.
It's better. Mm-hmm.
What's her mom been doing all this time? Just doing medical stuff? Because I feel like she has no idea about the world.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what she's trying to do. Mm-hmm. Jeepers.
Back to how they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Mm.
Oh, that's not good. And then you're gonna leave. I mean, you do need to leave her though, June. You can't.
Yeah. Can't be a Wonder Woman and carrying a baby
Right?
at the same time.
We're in those little baby hammocks. It's fine. Strap them on the back and off we go.
What?
Because he's never been religious. He just likes the power.
Mm-hmm. All the things.
And the things. Her favorite thing to do. Say a little prayer for you.
Mm.
All I'm hearing is fox and socks and box and locks and...
Blah 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 blah.
We are just gathering around this table. It's like a really strange Thanksgiving. Oh, they do have pie.
But I will be leaving.
She always thinks she's so darn special.
She does. She really does.
If I ever meet somebody who's comparing themselves to Noah and God
She's a narcissist. Just like Fred is. Just like Lawrence is. Just like Naomi is. Just like June is.
Just like my ex-husband.
Oh boy. Wow. Yikes.
I thought we were just naming people. Not bad.
Yikes. Yikes.
I had wanted to contribute. I know some too. But no, you're right. There are many in this show. I don't think June is a narcissist, though. I think that she has a large ego.
Wait, don't do it now. We'll do it on the review. Because it's a good conversation.
I apologize if anybody just heard our daughter fart in the other room. Apparently we need attention over there. Good Lord.
Frogs over here.
That's all they No fluff channel. Just having a tense moment here. I can't recover.
Moira.
I forgot. Why did they change her name, though?
I don't remember. Maybe Nicole was the name that they had given her. The Waterfords.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, but she had named her
Both
Holly.
going back.
Yeah, car seat in that one, or... Oh, what a peanut. Burn the witch. That's a good song.
Like the matte black Suburbans, though.
I like the baby's little bear hoodie.
Different level of accommodations, huh?
Mm-hmm. Always. This whole series. Back with her people. Back with her people. Time to lead all of them.
I don't know. Okay. Let me get my screens straight.
You want me to pop out there?
Yeah, do that for me real quick.
Parkour.
Yeah, so interesting episode. I'll say that much. Interesting episode. I am going to switch to sharing my screen real quick. Take these comments off. Okay. Yeah, I'll slide over here real quick. We are going to get into a quick recap of episode 2 of season 6 of The Handmaid's Tale. And I will start this in a second. If you have seen the episode and you're watching right now, what did you think of the episode? Ready?
Yes.
Okay. We'll do this quick too.
Should like pause the screen every time I have to like duck in and out. So you don't have to see me be like, hoo, here I come. Little Peter
Get your
Rabbit.
Naomi walk on.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Watch Stuff with us. I'm JD.
I'm Katie.
And we just finished watching episode 2 of The Handmaid's Tale, season 6, entitled Exile. And we are going to give our instant review and breakdown of it right now. So the episode starts out with Serena Joy obviously survived her fall from the train.
As did Noah.
Yeah, as did Noah. So they're a little beat up and stuff, but definitely survived that.
Took her a few minutes to get up.
Yeah. And then it looked like Serena started walking on her way, and she came upon a church.
Of course.
And that church had some people who were willing to let her in. So that was awesome to see. She ended up giving a different name. I think she was going by Rachel. To those people there. But yeah, gave her food, gave her shelter, somewhere to stay. So that was cool. I was pretty much expecting that to happen, especially once they had an actual church there. I was like, oh, well, these people aren't going to turn her away. So she was able to hang out there and recuperate a little bit. So then we also had June, who was in the camp in Alaska, right? And with her mom. And she was also sort of battered and bruised from the situation, still recovering from everything that happened on the train and the day before. So
a little less bruised though.
Yeah.
She's getting there.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is technically like what, 3 days after the fact now. So
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's been that long of a time. It was nice to see her and her mom get reunited and see that her mom seems to still have, like, she still cares about her. I think that the way their situation had been left at the beginning of season 1, when we were first introduced to her mom, kind of left things a little unspoken. Like, we didn't know for sure if her mom, still cared about her, because we know that she ended up leaving June when she wanted to be part of the resistance to Gilead when all that stuff first started. So yeah, it was cool to see them interacting, to see that they basically, June gave her a recap of everything that was going on, how Hannah's still in Gilead, and how that part of her is still
a puzzle piece that June needs to solve.
Right. And I could tell that her mom was upset then, but she didn't really voice it.
Right.
And I think that she was kind of hoping that by June staying there with her, that she'd be able to win her over, and maybe she would just, decide to stay there. And that was an awesome drink of boba that you decided to take, and now you got to deal with those things popping in you.
It was worth it.
So yeah, you had June giving her the breakdown. And her mom was questioning why she had even went back the first time after she had gotten away. So
June's like, this is just what I do.
Yeah, I mean,
I go back 500 times.
Honestly, it is.
I can't stay away.
As we have seen in this episode, it is kind of what June does. June thinks that she's the only one that can save the world. And I think that she's
kind of
not
like Serena thinks she's the only one that can save the world. But you gotta.
Yeah, very similar, huh?
You know, you got a little devil and angel on your shoulder, though.
Yep. Both of them have some angel qualities, and both of them have some devil qualities too. So, some more than others on both sides of the
They both
fence,
lean a little bit toward one or the other.
Yeah. So, her mom was questioning her a little bit there, but I could tell that she didn't really want to get all the way into it. So we have Luke and Moira here, and Mark was able to pull some strings and get Luke released from prison, sort of like being out on bail, because he has to go to court in a few months. I think they say like maybe up to 4 months or something like
3.
that. Okay, up to 3 months. And we had them all reunited.
Yep.
His first question was if June had made it to Alaska, and Moira informed him that she had, or at least Mark said that the train made it there, but he didn't know for sure if she had made it. So yeah, what do you think when you see Luke? Because I have a certain opinion of him. What do you see?
I've always felt like Luke is kind of a softie and isn't one to really take action, even though he tries to be the tough guy. I don't feel it for him. I feel like he's kind of more like a stand back and watch what happens, or more like a planner, or something on the sidelines, but he's not one that I'd think to be like, go take action. That's definitely more of a June thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of always thought these, when I say softy, I mean like a weenie. Like that's always how I've kind of felt about Luke. Like he's just there, and I feel like June feels that way about him too.
Which is why she has to do some of the things she does. But
like
I
Nick.
think, oh man, I think that Luke has, I think as of the end of season 5, that Luke is gone. The softy Luke, the afraid Luke, the Luke that is more measured in his actions. I think that when he let June go and knew that she was going to go, what'd you do?
I was just trying to get to the part where he looked angry.
Oh, it's hard to sync it up on here. But yeah, when he got to the point where he let June go, and took action by basically turning himself in and causing a diversion, I think that sort of
probably should click off this frame too.
I think that he was saving or going to be more of a man of action. And I think that's why later on in the episode we find out that he ended up going to with Moira to participate in some of the Mayday activities, that he's more of a man of action now, and he's trying to actually do something as opposed to sitting on the sidelines like he had been before.
Okay.
Just a guess.
So you think he's stepping up a little more?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
We'll see.
We have
how helpful it is now at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We have Commander Lawrence here and Nick having a little bit of a conversation. Basically, Commander Lawrence lays out his plan to Nick that they are going to try to get New Bethlehem going again, and that they need to get Serena back in order to do that. And Commander Lawrence is one of the best parts of the show because he's funny and entertaining. Yeah, he does bring a lot of
comedic relief.
Yeah, a little comedic relief.
Because nobody else in this show, like, it's never funny. Sometimes June will say something and it's very sarcastic, which is kind of funny. But no, like, Lawrence is always funny.
Yeah, and I can't remember this commander's name, but
I don't
like
think he's worthy of a name.
Right? I don't like him right now. But yeah, he's sort of
Commander Poopface.
Yeah, Commander Poopface has sort of taken on a more of a leadership role, and also more of a guidance role for Nick too. So that's what he is. He's Nick's wife's dad. Yeah. Correct. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember her name either. Just her bad dress.
Another one that's not worthy of a name.
Yeah, that was so random. Like, I was like, why was she down there that entire time? Like, I was, what's
playing hide and go seek, but probably
and
wasn't
then
so fun.
Then she looked like she was like rabid.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see their sort of their interactions. You could see Nick, I think at that point in time, was kind of wavering a little bit in his thought, or at least he was thinking about things and considering the options that have been posed to him from the folks in Gilead. And if I had to argue for Nick to choose to align himself with Gilead, you have to think about how he is at this point on the right side of a war that's being won, overwhelmingly won. He hasn't seen June in forever. Hasn't seen his, hasn't seen Nicole in forever.
Yeah.
As a person, you have to honestly think about it and be like, you know what, man, am I aligning myself with the losing side? Am I going to lose my life and lose the battle? So is it worth it? And I think that's what this face that he's making right here. Like he's starting to consider and ask himself that question. Is it all worth it? Fast forward some more. They're talking to Nicole here, or I'm sorry, they're talking to they're talking to they're talking to June here. Basically they were telling her exactly what the plan was, and that they are looking to join up with Mayday. It was nice to see Luke be able to talk to June's mom, because they hadn't talked in obviously a long time. And you had Luke over here. You can tell that he was plotting what he was going to do. So he had told June that he was going to, him and Moira were going to, they had some plans. He didn't specifically get into what they were planning, because obviously he doesn't trust, talking over the phone. After that, we had Nick meeting up with Mark. Mark gave him a phone number, I believe it was, so that he could contact Mark whenever he had new information. At this point, Nick seemed to pretty much be on board.
And Mark was wanting like a layout of the travel route,
the patrol that the eyes go on.
So and Nick's like, why do you need that? And
right.
Like, because I need that.
Right. And then on top of that, though, I mean, knowing what we know happens later on in the episode, we should have seen something may have been a little bit up, just with him questioning right there. Like, what do you need that for? I mean, I need it because I need to know where your people are at, so I can get my people in there and take out the people who need to be taken out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, definitely a little bit of wavering on Nick's behalf. We had this conversation between, what's her name?
Serena.
Serena and the lady who runs the camp that they're
who
at.
pretty much said, I know who you are.
Yeah, she knew who she
Waterford.
was. And I kind of figured that too. Like,
Yeah.
Serena can't really go anywhere without people knowing who she is.
Right.
So yeah.
Serena also had the flashbacks with her father
dad,
and her plans for making Gilead and how she wanted it to be.
And I feel like that was almost it was definitely foreshadowing of Serena's sort of like nostalgic feeling of the way she wanted Gilead to be, and like the excitement and the happiness, not the part that went wrong.
Right.
This was all the good stuff. This was like, oh, like, it's going to be amazing.
How
it's
she
gonna
wanted
be great.
it.
Yeah. This is what it's going to be. And of course it didn't turn out like that, but she's not thinking about how it turned out. She's thinking about her feelings that she had when everything was good and when everything seemed like it was going to be good. So she's like nostalgic for that sort of feeling, which is foreshadowing her decision that she makes later on in the episode. So yeah, her and her dad talking. Here we have Nick having his conversation with his wife's
Commander Poopface.
Commander Poopface yet again. And this is where Commander Poopface basically tells Nick that he needs to, that he has potential, that it's the same thing that they've been selling to him the entire time, and that he needs to understand that he's on the right side of the war right now, and he can pretty much have whatever he wants afterwards. So that it's sort of like a power play. He's trying to sell him on the power. And then, like I said before, Nick is a smart dude. He has to know that like things ain't going well. Do I really want to put myself out here and lose my life and lose everything that I have and could have? So
all he has is his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything else. So.
Yeah, because he doesn't have June.
He doesn't like his wife.
Doesn't have his. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ends up burning the phone number that Mark had given him, sort of cementing that he's had a change in heart and is willing to sort of put those feelings of rebellion aside for a little bit. I don't know if he's going to continue that way, but that's where he's at right now. And I don't remember what that phone conversation was about. But anyway, this is where they ended up talking, and
it's me.
Yeah, she revealed herself that she was Mrs. Waterford. They knew she was Mrs. Waterford the whole time. And eventually this is where
flashback with her father.
Yeah, flashback with her father.
And then Lawrence rolls in.
And yeah. Then Commander Lawrence ended up showing up. And basically telling Serena that like, hey, this New Bethlehem thing is about to get popping. It's about to be the bee's knees.
And he didn't really want her to have any part of this. He didn't want her back, but
He didn't. But now he
Commander
needs her.
Poopface wanted her back. So
yeah. And I mean, he knows that it's a smart play. Like, he needs to have a face for that area in that place, which is smart. It's smart. He knows that he needs that. There's no person with a higher, Q value, as they would say in Hollywood, than Serena, because I mean, obviously everybody else knows her.
And to have a woman too.
Yep, and to have somebody who can help to recruit.
And
people
in New Bethlehem, women can have jobs. They can read.
They can have thoughts.
They can think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it doesn't sound so bad, right? I don't know about that. But yeah, he eventually convinces her.
Turns out it's capable.
Then we have
crazy women are capable.
Yeah. Then we get juxtaposed that situation with, second time I use juxtapose on the show, with
this guy.
With June having a conversation with her mom and basically telling her mom that she's going to go back and go try to save everyone.
And they both had a little vent session and it did not go so well. A lot of arguing, lots of hatred towards each other over past things in the past.
And June, what did June bring up?
Oh, how her mother had left her, abandoned her. Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely is something that, June has held on to and is not, she's not healed from that. And I mean, of course, you understand.
June's got a lot of trauma.
Yeah, she's got a lot of trauma
from
that
before
she hasn't healed from.
and now. So.
Yep. So yeah, that conversation did not go well, did not end well. And basically she was telling him, and then too, while I was watching this, I was siding on the side of the mom. Like, you just got your daughter back. Your world is mostly complete. Now you're going to allow her to go back again. Like, that's real tough. And then, June is still being all, not head over heels, but she still believes in Nick. And I think that it's crazy that the show is well done in that they sow all the seeds of Nick, losing his faith while June is still showing her faith in him. And that seemed like that was pretty much what this entire episode was about people either gaining faith or losing
faith. And they've had
faith.
that before too in other seasons where one of them is losing faith and the other one's like, no, you gotta keep going, like it's gonna be okay.
Right. And yeah, so now it seems like Nick has started to really turn his back on June while June is really turning her face towards him and trying to go towards him and to make things better. So it'll be interesting to see.
While also trying to go towards Luke.
Yeah. Luke is like, I really feel like she is definitely Team Nick over Team Luke.
Oh, yes. No, she's formed that relationship with Nick that's so strong that even if she doesn't end up with Nick, she still won't end up with Luke because she and Luke, it's just, they've been apart too long. She's gone through so much stuff that I don't think that all the therapy in the world can fix them.
Yeah, and I liked how Elisabeth Moss, portraying June in this scene when her mom was telling her, like, hey, you need to understand, like, this dude is a commander. Like, he's not just a regular guy, he's a commander, and they're basically corrupt.
Yeah.
And she's like, he's not like that. He's not like that. And she came across, which is brilliant acting on her behalf, but she came across as very, like, teenage girl, like, like, oh, he's different. He's different.
You don't know him,
right?
Like
you don't
I know him.
Exactly, and that's exactly how they wanted her to show that, and it's brilliant acting on Elisabeth Moss's behalf there because it definitely came off.
And
as
all the
like
other places,
girl.
always.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. Yep, mom definitely wasn't having it. And basically June
Bebop.
Yeah, June did agree to leave Nicole with her, which is good because, like I said during the watch party, that you can't be Wonder Woman with a baby strapped on your back or in the front. So I'm glad that she's going to have her with her. Then we had this scene where Commander Lawrence was trying to pray and he doesn't pray. Or doesn't really know how to.
Pray in silence kind of guy.
Right. And I think you said it during the episode too, because he's more of like the numbers guy. He likes the power. He's
never really been on board with the whole religion aspect of it. He's just,
Yep. And
he only joined because of the change and that he could make and the power he could have, and not anything to do with the religion.
And then Naomi, she attempted to pray, but it didn't go across very well. Which is crazy too, because you have somebody who's fully indoctrinated into the Gilead lifestyle,
supposedly
and
religious,
right? And you don't
can't
even know
even
how
say.
to pray. So like, what is this place really?
I was expecting her to be like, God is great, God is good.
Right.
Let us thank him for that food.
Amen. Yeah. And then of course Serena decides to start praying, and I love watching the people's faces over here sort of change once she started praying, and they were like, oh, like, this is great, this is what we want to hear. I feel as though Serena was on the fence, at least partially, up until this moment when she was doing the prayer. And then she saw that the other people were like into it, and she had that position of like, all eyes on her. She's the leader. She's leading this. You got a commander at the table, and he's not even able to do this, but I'm able to do this. And it just fed her ego and her narcissistic personality that, hey, I'm the one that can do this, and I need to do this. So yeah, she ended up making that choice to eventually, well, we'll get to that, but more conversation between June and her mom about going to leave to go lead Mayday, which is interesting too.
They mended ties before she left.
Definitely. And she's gonna leave Nicole with her. And then we had both of them leaving out of their places to go to return to Gilead.
And I liked how they did how they shot all of it, because they have Serena leaving from somewhere dark and going somewhere light and bright, and then you have June going from somewhere that's like light and bright outdoors to somewhere dark. So and then like Serena's place is all brand new, fancy, and June's place is obviously run down, looks vacant, but that's for good reason, because you don't want anybody to know you are there. But still, it's the whole concept of it. It's yin and yang.
Yep. And then one thing that I kind of noticed here too is that you always want to consider June as like the hero, and I think that she is in the show, but there's part of June as well, just like Serena, that craves that power. And I think that they both of them crave the power because they have been powerless at different points in their life. And I think that June was powerless the entire time while she was at Gilead, and that drives her to want the power to destroy that so that other people don't feel like that. And then I think that Serena has felt powerless for a long time while she was in Gilead, and now she wants to go back and
this time have a voice and do it how she wants it to be.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting, man. Very interesting to see how they are very different but very much the same. And yeah, and you had June at the very end just saying, let's roll, let's go get our people back.
My name is June.
Right. Let's go save some people.
Yep.
So yeah, that was it. Our breakdown of episode 2 of season 6 of Handmaid's Tale. What did you think? I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know I did. If I had to give it a star rating, I would give this one a solid 4. I think there was a lot of
out of 5?
Yes, out of 5. I love that there's always a lot of plot progression in this. There's no filler episodes in this at all. You only got 6 or 7, I think, for this last season, so they gotta speed it up. So there's no just like dull moments really.
I'll give this one a 4. It was still really amazing. I don't think it was as amazing as the last one, but they obviously had to have the first one be like super gripping to get you in. This one was more like telling the story of catching you up and what's going forward, what their plan is for the rest of the season. So I think next episode will have more action. That is my guess. I'm hoping so. But yeah, no, it's amazing show. Every episode is fantastic. I think I just bounce between 4s and 5s and 4.5s, so I don't believe I've ever done anything less.
Yeah.
It's a great show. Fantastic.
No, it is. It is. And you know what else is fantastic? Watch stuff with us. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Right.
Drop a comment below. And let us know what you think
Yes.
of the episode as well. As you can see, we show our comments during the show on the stream. So you can come and be a part of this.
Yep.
Do it now.
And
Hit
leave
that sub
comments
button.
now after we're done having this be live, and we'll still respond anyway.
Yes, 100%. So, yeah, I'm JD.
I'm Katie.
And we appreciate you for hanging out with us. And we will see you when we see you. Peace.